Across social media, the public response has been overwhelmingly supportive of Leavitt. Hashtags like Justice for Karoline and media accountability have trended for days. People from all political backgrounds are recognizing the importance of this moment, not because of partisan victory, but because of what it means for fairness and truth. In a time when public trust, Karoline Leavitt recently celebrated a major victory, and it wasn't a small one. It was an $800 million legal win that sent shockwaves across the media industry. The lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and the popular Seal daytime talk show. The View wasn't just another court case, it turned into a full-blown media reckoning that shook a long-standing television institution to its core. The moment wasn't just about a personal triumph for Leavitt, it marked a turning point in how media figures are held accountable for their words on air. The victory turned Leavitt from a rising political name into a household figure, and it left everyone from executives to hosts scrambling for damage control. What led to this legal explosion was a combination of arrogance, poor judgment, and years of unchecked commentary that finally collided with a young woman who wasn't going to take it lying down. Karoline Leavitt, a determined and fearless individual, was targeted with careless comments on The View, comments that crossed the line from opinion into defamation. For years, the show thrived on provocative dialogue, witty comebacks, and controversial takes on politics and culture, but they underestimated Leavitt's response. Instead of brushing off the insults or clapping back on social media, she took a different route. She took them to court. This wasn't just about words or insults, it was about the damage those words could do to someone's career, reputation, and life. Leavitt filed the lawsuit with evidence in hand, backed by a legal team that was prepared to go the distance. What followed was a legal battle that exposed more than just defamation. It revealed a culture of recklessness behind the scenes at one of the biggest talk shows in America. It wasn't just about this one case, it became a symbol of a much larger issue. What happens when powerful media platforms ignore the responsibility that comes with their influence? The View, hosted by a group of high-profile women including Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin, had developed a reputation for controversial and often aggressive takes on political issues. They often mocked political figures, especially conservatives, and were quick to throw accusations without always presenting facts. When they targeted Leavitt, they thought it would be another routine segment, but what they got instead was an $800 million lawsuit and a courtroom defeat that will be remembered for years. During the trial, it became clear just how unprepared The View was for this level of scrutiny. Evidence surfaced that showed producers and hosts making baseless claims about Leavitt, spinning narratives without verifying them, and using their platform to promote damaging falsehoods. Internal communications, emails, and scripts revealed that they weren't just careless. They were aware that what they were saying could be wrong, and they aired it anyway. That's not just reckless, that's legally dangerous. She let the law do the fighting. And in the end, she walked away with not just $800 million, but the respect of a nation that watched her stand tall in the face of everything thrown her way. That's what real strength looks like, and it's a lesson the media won't forget anytime soon. The aftermath of this landmark case has left the media industry in deep reflection. Karoline Leavitt's courtroom victory didn't just rattle the walls of ABC or silence a few talk show hosts. It sparked a wider movement in both media and political circles. Now producers, anchors, and writers across networks are being told to think twice before airing personal attacks or speculative narratives. This isn't just about one lawsuit, it's about a new era where accountability is no longer optional. Firms have seen a surge in inquiries from public figures, celebrities, and political commentators who are considering their own legal actions. They've watched what happened with Leavitt and The View, and they now realise that the tools for justice are within reach. It's becoming clear that defamation isn't just something people talk about online anymore. It's something that can cost millions, careers, and reputations. And for those who've long been the targets of false narratives or damaging character smears, this verdict feels like a long-awaited opportunity for justice. Karoline Leavitt, on the other hand, has become more than a political figure. She's turned into a symbol of strength and resilience. Her ability to stay calm under pressure, to stick to facts, and to follow through with a clear legal strategy has inspired many, especially young women in politics and media, who often face similar attacks but lack the platform or support to respond. Leavitt has shown that you don't need to be a media giant to fight back, you just need the truth and the courage to. Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg has remained mostly silent since the verdict, a notable shift from her usual outspoken presence. Sources say she was blindsided by the court's ruling and is privately furious with how the network handled the legal risk. There's talk that